Okay, boys and girls, welcome back. Redmissed in the house once again. How you doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing great, and we, my friends, are playing some more WWE Supercard. Now, I am going to go ahead and apologize if there are any pauses or anything in the video today, but I'm really unwell and I've been asleep for most of the day, so I would have had the Bobby Roode card way earlier than what we're about to do right now. As you can see here, the event is going to end in 1 day and 3 hours. This is Saturday right now, guys, and it is 10:54 p.m. on Saturday. As you can see, we are 2 points away from getting this Bobby Roode card. And I've barely played today. I think I've gone and got something like 40 points today, or 50 points, something like that. Because of the fact that I haven't been very well at all. I haven't played, otherwise I would have been recording this video probably about 6 or 7 hours ago. But hey, that's just the way it is. Not feeling too good, so once I've done this video, I am going straight back to sleep. Now, with this team that I'm running right now, as you guys have seen in my videos before, I am running the green team. Now, if you don't know what the green team is, it means that you're all uncommon, and your 1 point games you will fight people of the same caliber as your deck. Now, this gives a very big advantage to winning these games, because obviously when your team is so low, with your high level power-up cards, you're basically going to be able to beat super rare cards and below no problem at all. Now, because you have all uncommon cards, you pretty much face like bot teams or brand new people in the game that don't have very good cards yet. You will come across the occasional sort of ultra rare epics or survivor cards, a few legendary cards, but not normally enough that you will lose the fight. Now, in my personal opinion, if you have 2 manager cards that will give you the most stats in like power, toughness, speed, and charisma, use them, because it will give you a much better advantage of winning. Now, I have actually gone ahead and finally, at long last, got myself a better power up. So as you know, or as you would know if you've been watching the videos, I used to have the elite Freddy Blassie, which upgrades power and charisma, and then the elite Sensational Sherry, which upgrades toughness and speed. Now I've now removed the classy Freddy Blassie, and I've put in my brand new power up, which I got first thing yesterday morning, I think it was, or it might have been like throughout the day yesterday, but either way, I managed to get the ultimate Jimmy Hart, which actually increases 250 to speed and charisma. So at the moment I'm running the Jimmy Hart and the Sensational Sherry, so I'm basically getting double the amount of speed. So as you can see here, like my speed card, or my cards at the moment, their speed is around 500, their charisma is around the 300 mark, and the toughness is around the 200 mark, which means that basically we can like beat non-leveled up epic cards and stuff like that really easily. As you can see here, these super rare cards don't have a hope of beating me, well, unless it comes into power, which is a single power. If it's like power and something, then I still pretty much win these matches, and as you can see, I've got no problem whatsoever in taking home these fights. Now, I wouldn't suggest you doing this until you physically cannot win any more 10 points or 6 point games, or if you're not using contracts, 5 points and 3 point games. The only time I would seriously suggest you do this strategy is if you have to play 1 point games, or 2-point games if you're using title matches, because this will just make life a lot easier for you. It will mean that you're pretty much guaranteed the victory, rather than like maybe struggling through and just on the odd occasion. I'm sure you guys will know that sometimes you just come away with the win. As you can see here, this is a very comfortable win. You don't really need to think about what you're playing. You just click any card you like and you're gonna win. So as you can see there, guys, we have finally grinded out the Bobby Roode with a day and something to spare. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hit a screenshot on that. Hopefully that weren't too loud. I don't know. I think the game has been muted, so hopefully there hasn't been too much background noise going on from the game. But we're going to go ahead, pick open these picks, and as always, we're probably going to finish with a pick doubler, because that's normally what this game likes to go and do, is give you pick doublers when you don't need them. But luckily, thank God we did not get it. We did go get that Bobby Roode card, which is absolutely beautiful, with tons and tons of time left to spare. So we're going to go here, we're going to go into our combinables. So as you can see here, we've still got the Kurt Angle, which we need to pro up, which I haven't really gone for yet. We finally got that other Bobby Roode. We've still got the almost there, but we're going to lock down this card right here, and we're now going to go ahead and we're going to level him up and get all of that good stuff done. So we'll stay in the enchantments for now. We'll click none over here and we'll just go ahead and we'll train him up. Let me just pause this so I can stop all of the vibrations. Okay, and we're back. So sorry about the vibrations, but Kick was going absolute mental because the team that I'm in right now does use Kick to communicate and stuff rather than the in-game chat. So that's kind of cool. But as you can see here, we have tons of cards here ready to go to level up our Bobby Roode. Now, the enchantments moved him up to level 25, and all of these cards are going to move him up to 47. So that's a little bit frustrating, 47. But we have tons and tons of cards that we can go ahead and do. So let's go over here and let's go into general, and we'll go into our WrestleMania lineup, because we have a ton of cards that we do not need no more, guys. And they've basically just been getting saved up for a rainy day. So let's just scroll down here, and I think that looks like a good card to use. And then just because of the fact that we might need a couple more, let's just use these guys here as well. Just because of the fact that we might need a couple more cards. Who knows? Where is that Bobby Roode? Have I already gone past him? I haven't. There we go. So, I don't know how many of these cards we're going to need in order. Why did that card there not get used? Let's just use that one there instead. That's more than going to be sufficient to level him up to 55. So, nice and easy. We're going to go like this. We're going to go like this. And we're going to do this, 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 and this. And then I can't remember which one's better. The toughness is better. So we're going to go give it to his toughness. And we're going to go and do that. Absolutely beautiful. Happy days. Now we just need to go ahead and get his games built up to match this Bobby Roode. So that's going to be absolutely beautiful. So the other thing that happened as well, guys, is earlier on today, our team battleground went and finished. So maybe we're going to be able to get another WrestleMania 17, another SummerSlam 17 card. So let's go ahead and see what we're going to get. Fingers crossed, guys. Please cross your toes, cross your fingers, cross your eyes, cross your ears. I don't know. Cross everything you possibly can. And that doesn't look like we've got one, does it? I'm pretty sure they're all... Yep, that does not give me a card that I wanted. But we do have 30,700 odd. We got absolute rubbish from that pack. That is horrendous. But hey, that's just the way it goes. You can't always get a SummerSlam 17. I believe from statistics that I've seen, they only guarantee that like 1 or 2 people out of your whole team will actually get the card. like a SummerSlam 17 card. So like a 1 out of 10 chance of getting that card. That's quite insane if it's true. But every single team battleground that I've done, I've only ever seen like one person actually pull the card. So I think it could be quite true. So as you can see here, we're going to go put our Bobby Roode in, and I just like to put them in order as well. So I'm going to go ahead and move these. Now I did go ahead and get the Neville, as you know, from the RTG that's in here. So we're leveling him up. He hasn't got very many games. We're now going to put in this Bobby Roode, which if I pro these guys, then obviously I can pro my Kurt Angle, I can pro my Bobby Roode. But we're going to leave these as bases right now because, as you can see, that gives me 5 event cards in this thing right here. And also you can see here I'm currently at 18,168 points. So let's go ahead and jump into one of these battles because we're looking at grinding out that second Roman Reigns. And then we might, if we've got time, we're going to continue to persevere and try and get the Brock Lesnar. But if we can't get Brock Lesnar, then we're just going to have an absolute ton of cards ready and waiting for, a ton of contracts ready and waiting for when the new cards get reset in the Money in the Bank. So hopefully they're going to be quite good if I can't get that Brock Lesnar. Maybe I can get the Brock Lesnar and continue on to get whoever the next two are as well. I don't know. It's going to mean a lot of grinding because I think there's only something like 20 days left. I'm not too sure. I can't remember how many days are left on the Money in the Bank. But as you can see here, we really are not struggling to fight this Money in the Bank with the setup that I'm using. So make sure that you're doing this as well. But as I've told you in the last video, always make sure whatever tier cards you're actually using. So as you see, I'm using SummerSlam 17. So I use the tier below, which is WrestleMania. If you're doing it as WrestleMania cards, then you want to do one Ultimate card. If you're doing Ultimate cards, then you want to make sure you leave one Elite card. If you're the Elites, then you want to leave one base SummerSlam, so on and so forth. But always make sure that you have one card of the tier below your cards that you're using, because otherwise this strategy will not work as good. Because this is such a good strategy that if you do it, you will guarantee yourself a lot easier games. Because as you can see here, I went ahead and got all of those games nice and easily, versing Ultimate cards, no problem at all. And that is all because of one thing. This card right here, this Booker T. If it wasn't for this Booker T, those games would not be getting faced against Ultimate cards that I would be fighting base SummerSlam 17 cards, because my whole entire team is SummerSlam 17. So as I said before, if you're in WrestleMania tier, use 14 base WrestleMania cards, but replace that one Booker T or that 15th card with the tier below you. So make sure it is an Ultimate card, or so on and so forth all the way down, and these games will be so much like easier for you. It will be unreal. But that's going to be it for today, guys. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. It is going to be the final day for grinding the Bobby Roode when you see this, so good luck to you. I hope you can get that Bobby Roode. Tell me in the comments down below how far you got in your RTG. If you got Bobby Roode, how much time did you have left when you was doing it? All of that good stuff and things. Tell me about your Money in the Banks. Are you grinding out any King of the Rings if you're doing them? I don't know. I've completely forgot about this King of the Ring because of obviously not being very well. So I'm currently 1-9, but it's more just for the fact of getting some random cards for training and fusion chambers. I'm not trying to win them as much. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and show some support. And I shall see you in the next one. Peace on the streets.